The very day before Charlie Kirk died, he expressed that he thought he was going to be killed. He told these people, I think they're going to kill me. Okay.
And especially if there are people like Michael Tracy tweets, this British socialite, who a judge endured no illegal activity and stayed in contact with Epstein into her 30s. Guys, that's not someone that I think we should be platforming, and we just want the truth.
I talked to Jeffrey, and I'm going to his house tomorrow morning, and I'm taking my friend. He's going to set something up for you now.
Well, like, what do you think? Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm going to talk to him tomorrow morning when I go to his house about it.
Explosive new evidence just exposed that Charlie Kirk sent a text out a few days before visiting UVU, saying that certain individuals were going to unalive him. He was trying to warn us about Jeffrey Epstein just before he passed, and close sources have reported that Charlie suspected he had handlers, and one of them was allegedly living under his own roof. Sources claim that on September 8, 2025, Charlie sent an explicit demand to the Department of Justice and to the president demanding that they release all the Epstein files. No redactions, no protecting the perpetrators, just pure transparency. And 2 days later, what do we know?
On September 8th, 2025, he even demanded that the Department of Justice release everything immediately. No redactions, no delays.
Charlie was shot in the neck by Tyler Robinson, a 23-year-old who, according to evidence and statements from his family, had left wing views and targeted Charlie Kirk because he perceived his rhetoric as hateful and fascist. Robinson reportedly bragged about pulling the trigger in a chat with his roommate, saying, "Drop what you're doing, look under my keyboard." When the roommate looked under the keyboard, there was a note that allegedly read, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it," to which the roommate asked Tyler if he was joking. Hours later, after Charlie Kirk was reported shot, Tyler's roommate circled back to their conversation, asking Tyler, "You weren't the one who did it, right?" To which Tyler Robinson responded, "I am. I'm sorry I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated."
They just shot Charlie. They just shot Charlie. They just shot Charlie.
Moments after the shot rang, footage was uncovered of Tyler Robinson fleeing the scenes, jumping from one rooftop to another in order to make an escape to his car. He then drove approximately 260 miles back to his family home in Washington, Utah. 2 days later, Tyler Robinson was arrested.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
One of Tyler's relatives reportedly reached out to a county sheriff demanding Tyler's arrest after he confessed to committing the incident. But right now, this lone gunman narrative isn't working too well anymore. The public is refusing to accept that Tyler, all by himself, is responsible for planting the bullet that took Charlie out, especially after it was uncovered that the camera behind Charlie's tent, which displayed his back view, was immediately removed after the Utah Valley Stadium cleared out. Take a look.
Here, I just heard them say the active shooter, Charlie Kirk, has been shot. Charlie Kirk got hit, is what the security detail just said.
Removing evidence from a crime scene is considered a crime in itself, but nobody's talking about that, which is heavily pushing narratives online that Charlie wasn't shot by Tyler's .30-06 rifle, but by a miniature explosive placed in his microphone, which was timed to detonate at a precise window. Peddlers of this theory have allegedly watched that precise moment over and over again, and the way Charlie's shirt moved was considered unusual. Gun experts also allege that at the distance Tyler fired from, his bullet would have gone straight through, but miraculously the narrative that we're being sold is that Charlie was so strong and healthy that he allegedly had a neck like Superman that stopped the bullet. Here's what gun expert Blake Bednarz wrote about this theory. Charlie Kirk was not hit by a bullet fired from a weapon. Charlie Kirk was unknowingly wearing a shaped charge explosive under his shirt. Candace Owens also backed this theory up with proof that investigators never found the bullet, only fragments. In other words, not only did Charlie's neck stop the projectile, but it shattered it as well.
Charlie's neck indeed did stop the bullet, without question. Okay, and this is going to dispel a lot of theories that are out there, and I'm telling you this 100%. Charlie Kirk was shot from the front, and the bullet did not exit, and at least a fragment of the bullet was recovered from his neck. But when the gun and the bullet are known, they are reflected onto the death certificate, okay? There is not one reflected onto Charlie Kirk's death certificate because they did not recover a bullet from a .30-06. Hunters and military men rejoice.
According to hunters and gun experts, this narrative is utterly impossible, but that's not even the most disturbing part. It has now been confirmed that none of this information is reflected in Charlie's certificate. But to make this case even more complicated, a lawsuit just exposed that the head of Charlie Kirk's security team, Brian Harpole, allegedly failed to plan security for Charis Bible College in Colorado, where Charlie would be visiting the next day after UVU. Mind you, for every TPUSA event, security checks are scheduled 2 weeks before the set date. Here are some details from the lawsuit. According to Owens's supposed tipster, there was no security plan in place at Charis Bible College, claiming it was odd that Harpole's team planned Kirk's security strategy for Utah Valley University 2 weeks in advance, but failed to contact the chief of police for Woodland, Colorado, to plan security for the Charis Bible College event the next day. If you expected Charlie to make it to September 11th, you would have been communicating about what he was doing at the Charis Bible College. Candace Owens also claimed on record that the day before Charlie's unfortunate demise, one of her sources accidentally stumbled into a high-level meeting and spotted Erika Kirk and Brian Harpole there, alongside some military folks and a congressman. And this was when the operation was allegedly confirmed. If all of this holds any truth to some degree, why would Erika come on live television and lie that she had all the evidence and that it was definitely Tyler Robinson?
Tyler Robinson, your husband.
Yes, I do.
Why do you think it is so hard for so many people to believe that reality?
Because it's too simple. Again, everyone always has to think there's more to the story. Well, sometimes there's not. I've seen the autopsy report. I've seen our case pulled together. I've been in constant contact with our lawyers, the prosecuting team. I've seen it all.
How could you sit up there and say, yes, I 100% believe Tyler Robinson did it? That right there is why it is impossible for me to think that Erika Kirk is not complicit somehow. Because what wife, with no more evidence, she's lying, like I said, she told me, I spoke to the lawyer too. He said he didn't know anything more. What wife would not say, I have no idea? I'm looking forward to seeing the evidence as much as anybody else is. Of course, maybe there could be more people out there.
And just days after she forgives him,
That man, that young man, I forgive him.
back then the crowd cheered Erika for her kind heart. But right now, people are allegedly side-eyeing her, asking if forgiveness came so easily for her because, alas, it wasn't Tyler Robinson who actually pulled that trigger. We've all heard talk about her association with people closely associated with Jeffrey Epstein's inner circle. Her family ties to the reported Jewish mob families, the Rothschild and the Rothsteins. Her mother's multiple LLCs that have been allegedly linked to fraudulent transactions. Erika's family roots itself stained by the same corruption. And then there's Erika herself. Romanian Angels, the Corcoran Group, Next Modeling Agency, beauty pageants, links to General Otto Buscher and Tyler Boyer. The list goes on, and according to sources, it allegedly ties up with Jeffrey Epstein. Charlie Kirk allegedly sent out a text saying it's over days before he was gone. He took his wedding band off that night before UVU, didn't even say goodbye to Erika. Was it because of what he found out? What he was allegedly trying to warn us about? Right now, the ties are still being unraveled, and the truth will not stay hidden for too long. So now it's up to you. What are your thoughts regarding this complex case? Is it possible that Charlie's demise was caused by the people closest to him and Tyler Robinson took the fall? But at what cost? Let us know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and watch this next episode because things get even more complicated.